Well, in our industry, there are lots of different law firms out there that we call settlement mills, that litigators like myself call settlement mills. And these are a lot of the law firms that you hear on the radio about, give us a call, we'll handle your case. We call them settlement mills because they try to settle your case at all expense. They don't litigate cases, they won't take your case to trial, and they're firms that are basically in it for the settlement. How we're different is we will take the case from the inception, and yes, if the best result for the client is settlement, we push for a settlement. We try to get fair value on a case via settlement. But when that doesn't occur, we file the lawsuit. We're with you every step of the way. We prepare you for your deposition. We're with you answering your questions. We're by your side. And then when that case goes to trial, if it has to go to trial, we try the case for you, and we're there at your side the whole entire way. The settlement mills aren't. Their job is to settle the case. Their job is to not file a lawsuit. Not all personal injury lawyers and law firms are created equal. The settlement mills, what we call them, are these law firms that do a large amount of marketing on radio and TV. Their job is to get the client and settle their case, regardless of if settlement is in the client's best interest. A lot of these cases that have higher value need to be litigated, need to be pushed to get the fairest settlement value, or if no settlement, the fair amount at trial. And these mills are not looking out for the client's best interest. They're looking out for their own interest, to settle the case, move on to the next client. And my office, we work with the client. The case could take 3 months, the case could take 3 years. Each case is different, and we decide that based on, one, what the insurance company is evaluating your case at versus what we are evaluating your case at, and whether or not there's money there to settle your case, either insurance proceeds that they're unwilling to pay, or if it's a large corporate defendant, sometimes they're self-insured, like a FedEx or a large company. They can afford to pay fair value on a settlement. These settlement mills are looking to settle your case regardless of the full value of the case. They're looking to enrich themselves, move on to the next client. The best lawyers out there are the ones that will fight until the end. They'll take the case to trial if necessary. They'll really get to know their clients. It's not uncommon for me to spend a lot of time with my clients. I'll travel to their home. I'll get to know their families. I can't win your case and get the best result if I don't know you. If I don't know how you were before the accident versus what you can do after the accident and injury. We spend that time necessary to be able to best represent you, to convey to an insurance company or a judge or a jury everything that you've gone through. And if I don't know that you run marathons, if I didn't know that you used to scuba dive but you can no longer do it, all of that stuff is really important to your case. And we spend time with our clients. We invite them into the office. We go to lunch together. I travel to their homes. I spend as much time as I can to get to know the person. And by the end of the case, they're not only my client, but they're really good friends and basically family. Some of the things you need to look out for when retaining an attorney to represent you in an injury matter is their experience. Have they gone to trial? Are they in it just to resolve your case and move on to the next client? Or are they going to spend the time necessary to be there for you, to hear what you're going through, to spend the money necessary to get the result that you need in a case? And that's only done by the amount of time spent with the client, hiring the appropriate best experts in the industry, getting you to the medical providers that are the best in the industry. And All of that is done with the help of a lawyer that has the experience of handling a serious injury case. And my office represents clients from settlement through trial. And that's what you need is an attorney that's going to be there and handle the process from inception to trial. If your attorney has never tried a case, you probably need to find another lawyer. Some problems I see with other lawyers, and what I would consider red flags, are they spending an hour or two with you at the inception of the case, at the beginning of the case, to really sit down, listen to you, hear what happened, hear what you're going through. If a lawyer is not spending the time necessary at the inception of a case, find somebody else. Second, does the lawyer have the experience necessary to properly represent you? How long have they been in the industry? How long have they handled your type of case? How many times have they been to trial? Are they willing to go to trial? If that attorney does not have the experience of taking the case to trial, of litigating that case for you, probably need to find another lawyer. Also, has that lawyer taken a case like yours to trial? Have they litigated that particular type of case in the last year? And if so, what were their results? And finally, the main issue is, are they willing to stay by your side till the end? Are they willing to put their money up on a case, to hire your experts, to pay the filing fees, to pay the costs necessary to properly litigate your case? And if that law firm's not willing to, you probably need to find another lawyer.